Cockney and Son, now don't be daft. We've got proper opinions and plenty of graft. Old school chat with a podcast twist. So stick the kettle on, you don't want to miss. Cockney and Son, 2 generations in one London. God blimey, governor.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Cockney and Son Series 2 Episode 17, the podcast where I try to make sense of the modern world and my old Cockney dad tries to make sense of me.
Yes.
This week we're discussing whether social media should be banned for under 16s, whether drivers over 70 should have a eye test to make sure that they're still safe on the roads, and why so many younger people think older generations have the secret to a long-lasting relationship. Plus, Dad will be giving his usual completely unqualified opinions, and we've got a couple of absolutely terrible bleeding dad jokes to finish things off. So let's get into it.
God blimey, governor. It's now time for a bit of a natter.
So on today's bit of a natter, are you awake?
Yeah.
Do you know where you are?
Yeah, you took so long doing an introduction.
Sorry.
I was nodding off, yeah?
Well, you can do the next one.
No.
That'll be fun. That'll be absolutely... Actually, I think we should do that.
Okay.
It'll be a laugh. Right. So this week on a bit of a natter, I'm sure you've seen it in the news. This week, Keir Starmer took to the stand and he announced that by the spring of 2027, social media will be banned for children 16 and under. Australia have done it.
Yeah.
So we're following suit, I guess. What is your opinion on that?
Why they wait until next year? Why don't they do it straight away?
Because I don't think it's a simple thing like they can go and press a button and everyone... obviously the plan needs to be...
Surely some of these kids, will they be able to get around it? You know what they're like, all these techno kids?
Well, I did speak about it on social media, and we basically asked, like, are you for it or against it?
Yeah.
And some of the people that said that they were against it, I kind of understand why.
What platforms is it? Just
Well, I think it's all platforms. It's
okay.
like Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok.
Oh, really? All the
YouTube,
main ones?
Yeah, even YouTube.
Okay.
And all things like that. So obviously...
Is that to get the kids talking to each other instead of being on their phones? Is that one of the reasons?
I'm guessing there's lots of things that can cause issues for children under 16 being on social media. Yeah. But obviously one of the possible benefits to this will be less online bullying.
Okay.
Less pressure from influencers. So I guessing what they're saying is the pressures where older boys or girls, say contestants of like Love Island or reality shows, and then this younger generation seeing what they look like, because that could be damaging and stuff.
But that used to be like before the all the internet and all that. They used to be like the magazines.
Yeah,
the kids used to
harder to download then.
Oh yeah, no, but the kids used to like they see these like pop stars and stuff in magazines and want to be like them.
Like health benefits,
yeah, of course,
are obviously reducing the screen. Addictions,
yeah, of course,
because obviously the doom scrolling, that's the term, doom scrolling. scrolling with no interactions.
I saw interviews on the news and all that, and they asked some girl, how many hours have you been on? And she went 9 hours.
Yeah.
And you're thinking 9 hours out of a 24-hour day.
Did you see the one? Are you talking about the same girl? And then they asked her, what are you going to do when their social media... because she said, because they was asking kids to look at their screen times, and I think she said something like 8 hours, and then the report, it was really a serious, like, I think it was like BBC or whatever, goes, what are you going to do when the screen ban comes into effect? She went, stare at a wall. Like, it was so funny.
But 9 hours out of a 24-hour day.
Yeah, so obviously they hope that it's going to improve mental health, better sleep, and more real life.
Will it, you know?
Well, I mean, the only...
Because will they all get depressed for not being on their phones? You know, will it have a reverse effect?
Well, I guess they just have to sort of find a new way of living. But then obviously, going back to what I said about us mentioning it on social media, that a lot of people are saying they'll have ways around it. They'll be able to get onto it and all this sort of stuff.
So what happens if
because it's going to be hard to basically people say
how are they going to monitor it if someone goes on and they're under 16? How will they know?
Well, I don't think like the exact details have been mentioned on how they're going to do it. Obviously Australia, but then I did have a few like messages to say that there are kids in Australia that have got around it. So it's one of those things that
It's going to be hard to monitor, isn't it?
I mean, I do know that nowadays there is a thing that you can't access content unless you do like have your driver's license or your passport.
Okay.
You've got to scan it, and it actually has face recognition. But even that, I mentioned that on social media, and someone said, "Well, I did it, so Mum did it, or whatever," and it told me I was between the ages of 11 and 20 or something like that.
But what if some of the kids, like, if they can't go on their phone and they like go to their mum, Mum, can I use your phone? Can I use your phone? Can I use your phone?
Well,
you know what some mums and they're going to give it, didn't they, for an easy life, aren't they?
But before I answer that, I just wanted to say that I felt tempted to go on and see what the face scan would say about me, because if it said 20, I'd find it quite a compliment, you know. No, but that's why I was saying, people are saying that social media could be monitored now, because you know what the boy's phone is like. I can stop things, but for the parents who are like, don't want to use the word responsible for entertainment value, and obviously you're saying that there's some parents out there that might not be as responsible.
Of course, I should imagine.
So it's kind of like, I guess, a kick in the face for the parents who do take the time to do that. So it's kind of like one rule for everyone. And even if you are being good or like you're not doing this stuff, you're still then going to miss out.
I can imagine like the kids, when they're like mum and dad's in bed, they go and try and nick their phones and go on, you know.
Just a random one though. If social media had existed when you was 14 years old, what would you have posted?
Well, I don't know.
No, well, you as a 14-year-old kid, what would just kicking the ball against the wall?
Well, I don't know. Well, that's the difference, because like, I was coming home. The other day. No, last week I was talking to my mate Tony. We were talking about how the summer, the school holidays are coming up, and like we used to love the school. We used to, be able to go anywhere, for 6 whole weeks, and it was like brilliant to go here, go there. And I said to him, kids today ain't going to be doing that. They're going to be sat on a wall somewhere or sat in a park on their phones.
But I think, because this is interesting, because it's not to do with the same thing, but I went to a event that was about the Toy Story 5 film, and that Toy Story 5 is about the girl gets an iPad, and it's about technology and like old, that thing. So the interesting thing they said, it was like, obviously we remember what it's like without technology, but kids don't.
No, of course they don't.
So they don't, to them, they're just going to grow up, and that's
normal
to them.
Yeah.
So us keep going, why are you doing this? To them, they're like, well, what else can I do?
But it's like you go.
Do you know what I mean? That does make sense, I think.
We was out the other week, and like you just see, like, not just kids, you see adults. They'd be like
glued to the phone.
They'd be like out in the restaurant or something, and the couple will be on their both people will be on the phone instead of actually talking. They're sat at a table, obviously waiting for their food, and they're both on the phone. And you're thinking, what's that all about? It's not just the kids. Some adults are like addicted, isn't they?
What would you say then is more dangerous nowadays? Kids being on social media or hanging around street corners?
What, in today's
2026? Because obviously, if you remove social media and then they start venturing out and trying to live in the world like they say we should.
It's going to be more dangerous, I think.
Yeah.
But then, you obviously, but some kids, you'll see the danger and all that, We're online, you don't know who you're talking to, do you, in somebody's chat rooms and that.
But
I don't know. Never been on a chat.
You manage Instagram, all right? I'm just saying that, like, 16 isn't actually. It's not. Is
it 16 and under, or a 16-year-old can't go on?
I think 16 probably you can.
So that might make you laugh, because they say that, but they were trying to bring in 16-year-olds to vote.
Yeah.
So hold on.
No,
so
I think
16-year-old.
It's under 16. I think on your 16th birthday you can access social media.
Yeah.
But I also don't think that.
But then again, some like 15-year-olds and 14-year-olds are more mature than 16-year-olds.
Yeah.
Some.
But if you look at the family now, there's kids in the family that can have access to social media now, right? So, like the kids that are like 13, 14, 15, whatever. Because Instagram now is you can have a teen account at 13, but it's automatically like private or whatever. So I guess those are going to be taken away.
Okay.
But Instagram are a bit annoyed how much money they've put into that.
Yeah.
Those kids will be hit harder than, as to say, like the boy who doesn't have social media, so he won't have had it. So I only think it's going to be a short process of like if they do put it in by, spring next year, if we decide that he's not going to have any social media because he shouldn't, really he's not going to miss something he's not got.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So it's only those kids.
Only kids that are doing it now. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I mean,
which could cause arguments. In their house.
Yeah.
Where they're going to go. We can't go on there. It's
because I was like, if they did it for adults, I say no one would know how to fix things. Just go on YouTube. How do you do this? It tells you how to fix it.
Yeah.
Like I don't see some ideas I had. If like the world of the internet wanted to hear what I was saying. Yeah. I'm saying for educational purposes, because obviously people just think social media, don't doom scrolling or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
But people over 16 and over will still be posting content. Yeah. The difference is under 16 can't post it. Yeah. So why don't they just create it that you can still have like an Instagram, or you can still have like whatever, you just can't post on it.
Yeah.
So you can still watch it, you just can't post stuff yourself or message. That's or whatever.
But when they get like, say they got an older, say a 13-year-old's got an older brother, will he try and get him to do it on his
Well, that's
phone?
what I mean. I don't know if they're gonna. I mean, part of me thinks that because Keir Starmer is not very popular. I don't know.
Did you see him getting blanked, Jesse, by
No, I don't watch.
President Trump? It's on the news.
Oh, did he?
They're at a meeting and he's shaking hands and talking to everyone.
Just walked past him.
It just turned his back on him.
But I'm saying, like, because he's had such a bad time, I don't know if he's just gone, I'm going to enforce this, because a lot of parents
you know why that is, because tomorrow there's a by-election up in Manchester, and the bloke, if he gets in, Andy Burnham, he's going to try and run the Prime Minister, isn't he?
But also, when they say spring 2027, that's a long time away. You know, like when we was leaving Brexit, and it took 10 years. So who knows?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So
I'm sure there'll be ways around it.
So I suppose they have to sit down and go, right, what actually are the problems? Get rid of Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok, I can understand.
Yeah, it involves a lot of people, doesn't it? A lot of kids.
So, last point of view on this, if you had to push a button that says social media ban under 16, what would you press?
Yeah, I'll ban it.
You ban it?
Yeah.
Done.
No, but cause I think that like kids are just missing out on being kids.
Yeah.
Where like you only get one childhood, didn't you?
Yeah.
And you should be out enjoying with your mates and all that, having fun and all that, instead of sitting on your phone all day. I think they're just missing out.
I personally think that if the decision was to like ban under 18s, then I would go, that's a bit drastic.
Yeah.
But 16 is not really that old. Like what I'm saying is, it's not like 16, they're still young. 16 is probably, as a quote, unquote, influencer myself.
Yes.
16 is still young to be involved in what can come back at you from posting content and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think 16-year-olds, not every 16-year-old is going to be mature enough and have great mental health to be able to deal with social media at 16. So, see what happens. All right, well, that was a good bit of a natter.
Yeah.
Very trending topic at the minute.
Well, of course, yeah. It's a major thing, isn't it? Because, as I said earlier, kids I think they're just missing out.
Anyway, from that generation to your generation.
My generation.
Adam and Eve it? Would you? I can't believe it. Adam and Eve it.
So this is the part of the podcast where you would have a moan, right?
Yes.
So this isn't a particular thing you're going to moan about. I'm going to read it out.
Okay.
I'm going to read it out. Don't do that to the microphone ever again. I'm going to read it out, and I just want to get your opinion because you are 70 next year.
I'm not 70, I'm 69.
Yeah, so you're 70 next year. So this is going to apply to you.
Okay.
Yeah? Right, okay. So road safety campaigners are calling for a compulsory eye test every 3 years for drivers over 70 when renewing their license.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that?
Yeah. But then again, like when you see some of the younger ones, I mean, their eyes must be bad because the way they're driving.
Yeah.
I think when you get 70, I think you only renew your license. I think it's only every 3 years anyway.
Well, that's what it's saying.
Yeah.
So when you go to renew it, you have to have an eye test.
Yeah. That's fine.
Yeah. Because your eyes are good though.
My eyes are fine. Well, as you know, I have eye tests every.
You've got robot. You don't even have one of your original eyes.
No. I mean, I have eye tests every time I go for a checkup. I have all the scans and back of the eye, front of the eye, and all this, eye tests and all that.
What would you think would be a valid reason for a 70-year-old to say that was unfair?
Some 70-year-olds, their eyesight's pretty good, so why should they have an eye test? I mean, they most would have eye tests anyway. Yeah. But I mean, they're mostly going to say, well, it's a bit unfair because,
Or are their eyes not?
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, obviously, if you've got nothing, if you think your eyes are okay, but then, as you say, people are going to go, oh, yeah, well, that's a bit unfair, but their eyes might not be as good,
I just think that those who don't have it will, if they get into like an accident, obviously that can go against them, but then obviously they won't even be able to renew.
Well, there was a thing I don't know what area it was, police were going to stop older drivers and give them an eye test on the road.
Yeah.
And if they didn't pass it, they were going to take their motor off them. But I mean, but then again, like you get some like elderly people, that's their only way of getting about.
Do you think though, because obviously that's what they're campaigning for, right? But then there are some people that say that as well as the eye test, they should have like not a driving test, but like a refresh course and see how they drive then. I mean,
I don't know about the actual driving bit, but I should imagine the theory one.
Yeah.
Some people might struggle on that one.
Yeah.
All those questions, you got to get so many questions right in it. Yeah. But don't forget, when we had the driving test, it was only the highway code, and they would only ask you a few questions out of this highway code book.
I mean, but I also think obviously even people don't drive like they drive in their driving lessons, do they? I mean, you learn how to drive.
Of course you do.
As you get more confident, you don't
that's right,
the wheel through and all that sort of stuff.
Oh, you see some of the bad driving.
I also think that if you reach 70 and then you start having to have eye test, you will make that person feel old.
Yeah, of course.
If that's their freedom. Right, so they drive to Sainsbury's, or other supermarkets in the area.
But not only that, some 70-year-olds are still working, aren't they?
Well, I'm just saying, imagine this, right?
Yeah.
7-year-old John, let's call him, Monday to Friday, he goes out every day, he goes bowls, he goes shopping, he goes wherever, and everywhere he goes is by car.
Yeah.
Take his car away.
Yeah.
And then he's got to crack on with his week.
Yeah.
And then he's now got to get a bus or whatever.
And then carry all the stuff.
And then some old people who retire out to the sticks or whatever. And there might be one bus a month.
Yeah. Well, you tell me, like, you say that, and also, like, you go out to a country pub, car park's full.
Yeah.
Right. So you're telling me that all them people that are in that pub are not...
They might have a designated driver.
Are not... Yeah, all right.
See, that's what I'm saying. So the downside is, yes, you could say that, so Dave, or whatever I called him, he shouldn't be driving, but at the same side, if you go, but he's independent, and then he rams someone over.
Yeah, I know, but some of these youngsters, I mean, I don't know what their eyesight are like, but some of the way they drive.
Well, maybe then everyone should have an eyesight test. To renew their license.
I mean, you can read
maybe not every 3 years.
I mean, you can read a number plate, but that don't mean that your eyesight is. You could be long-sighted, you could be short-sighted, can't you?
Well, I'm just saying, maybe under 70, you don't have to have it every 3 years, but maybe you could have an eye test.
Yeah. How long? Don't forget, some 70-years are still working. Like, they might be doing a delivery job at like driving.
That's what I'm saying. It's the same thing as the social media thing, isn't
so
it?
what happens then?
One rule.
Yeah.
You can't just go, oh, Dave, he's nice, he still works. Margaret, she's got to have a test.
Yeah.
Nora.
No, I quite agree. But I mean, when you think that, when you see some of the state of some of these younger ones driving, it makes you wonder.
So you're turning 70 next year, and you're happy to have, you'd be happy to have an eye test.
Yeah, I'll have an eye test, and if they say your eyes are not good, then that's it. Nothing I could do.
But how would you actually feel if they said you're not allowed to drive anymore?
Well, I'd be fine.
You'd be fine?
Yeah.
So you're not actually allowed to drive
Well,
anymore?
then people have to come pick me up and take me everywhere, won't they? That's where the family comes in.
Yeah.
Eh?
Will you pay the congestion charge then?
I'll get an horse.
Yeah. You can just get one of those zooped up mobility scooters we've spoken about. Very split decision.
What about the 80-year-olds?
What?
That are driving? You see some people.
I mean, how much is their insurance?
Well, there's a bloke.
£1 million a year.
There's a bloke I know he's going to be 80 next year. He's still driving.
But should he though? Well, when you go down the motorway and you clock like the 8-year-old still driving the car from like 50 years ago.
Yeah.
The wheel's like this big.
Yeah.
Like a
and then in the middle lane,
Yeah.
going about 30 mile an hour. Yeah.
And then it indicate no one can see it.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah, I mean,
Debate on
well,
that
that's the
as
thing.
well.
If they bring it in, there's nothing you can do, is it? You have to have
Follow the rules.
And if they take your license away, take it away. But then again, will people that have their license taken away drive without a license? Because how many people are driving nowadays without a license?
No comment.
Without insurance, without tax and all that.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Good luck with your eye test anyway.
Keep an eye out.
Time for a little statement.
Don't sugarcoat it. Sometimes in life, you just gotta say it like Steve.
In the week, I did put out a little fancy thing, didn't I? That said, do you want any advice from my... Did you see it? I did it on social media.
I saw it.
Yeah. No one came back.
Okay.
So I don't know how you want to take that. Bad advice, or nobody wants to ask your advice, or...
That's fine. Fair enough.
But people did see it. Quite a lot of people did see that story.
But well, that's fair enough. Obviously, they haven't got any problems.
So, in preparation...
That's fine. That's quite... Actually, it's quite good because that means they ain't got no problems in their life.
That's true. So we'll scrap this section, right?
Yeah.
So...
Or they're scared.
So what I did instead in preparation...
Because some people can't take the truth.
Oh, God. Are you slightly offended that nobody wants to...
No, not at all. No, that's all good. You know?
You seem a bit like you're happy but annoyed at it.
We'll just get another section.
Yeah. Can't keep adding new sections. Right. So what I did in preparation is I went on the Tinternet.
Tinternet, yeah?
Tinternet, that's how they say it up north. Up north.
Up north.
Tit north. And I asked the internet, what is the most popular question? Gen Z, right? Do you know what a Gen Z is? They're like the younger ones.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm a millennial.
What are you talking about?
You know, like in ages. So so nowadays, to suggest someone's age, I would be called millennial, right? Because I sort of was born in that era, and I think like Gen Z is like below 20 or something like that.
Okay.
Anything below that is Gen Z. Then I think you are referred to as a bloomer or something like that.
Baby boomers with us.
Boomer. Well, I don't think you're a baby boomer, but I think anyway,
that's what it's called, baby boomers. Because and then all them 50s and 60s, that's when all the babies were being born, wasn't it?
Well, that makes sense. See, you do know more things than me. So obviously, Gen Zs think they know it all. They're the ones who call in sick.
Oh, cool. They can't get to work. That's the ones who can't get to work.
Yeah, that's
those
not
ones.
all of them.
The 16 to 24-year-olds can't get to work.
Those are the ones who will follow the rules, and if you can't say this, you can't say that, and all that sort of stuff.
You know, the ones that, you know...
How you would describe...
That age group is quite high for not going to work.
But is there anything that they ask your generation advice for? So what is the one thing? And actually, the most dominated question by Gen Z to, say, bloomers, whatever you heard, is what is the secret to a long-lasting relationship? Because obviously you see people that go, we've been married 50 years. We've been married 108 years. Do you know what I mean?
108 years?
No, but what I'm saying is probably not a lot of people are going to be able to say that soon.
That's a long time.
Soon it'll be like the old pensioners going, from that generation, will be like, I've been married 2 years.
Yeah.
Wow. Scrap the diamond anniversary. That won't be a thing anymore.
That's quite a good question because...
Yeah, so in the era dominated by dating apps, ghosting, and crumbling modern dating culture, younger people are highly disillusioned. They often look to an older man or lady who has been with their partner for 40 to 50 years and want to know the secret formula for making love endure. I was a little bit annoyed.
But are they these ones that have been in these long relationships, are they still happy, or are they just...
Well, I don't know.
They're just going along with the motions, you know?
I mean,
they get to a certain stage, don't they? The kids leave home. Are they just there together?
I mean, you've kind of stepped on my toes because although I didn't know what the number one question was going to be, but I obviously have to talk about the number one question because my question was going to be, what do you think is the secret to a long-lasting relationship?
I wouldn't know.
So any Gen Zs listening, do not send in advice for that question.
No.
So in general, I suppose looking at somebody who's been married for like 50 years, and then you're in a world where people go on like 8 dates.
Yeah, but I mean, it was a lot different back then, wasn't it? When people got together, you know,
Do you think people
and marriage? I don't know if marriage is a big thing as it was back then.
So some of the things, and these aren't questions, so these are some of the pointers.
Okay.
Why people's expectations have become too high. Dating apps, are they helping or hurting relationships? Do people work harder at relationships years ago? Like, obviously, when one went off to the war, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they waited.
They waited.
Or did they? You never know.
You never know.
Is there such thing as a perfect partner? What's the biggest mistake people make when dating? And what advice would you give somebody looking for love today? So these are all questions that I like.
Well, sometimes, sometimes the laughter and sort of like the excitement goes after a few years. People get in their own ways. They go off to work. Especially some couples that if one's working nights, so they miss each other during the day. Like the night person comes home and the day one's going off to work. Yeah, and then if they get a spare day at the weekend, some people they say, "Oh, we're too tired, we can't do this," and it gets some people just get into a rut, don't they? Into a routine.
See, that's where
they have to. You've got to keep the spark going, haven't you? Yeah, got to have a laugh.
Set something on fire.
You've got to keep laughing and all that. Make you got to make time.
How about both of you have to be laughing?
Oh yeah,
right?
Of course. Yeah. You got to make the efforts and all that.
But this is the interesting thing. What you kind of did say it like. So Gen Z, some of Gen Z, are saying that are these long-lasting relationships only because they're just putting up with each other. Yeah, so although you might look at that, they've been together for 50 years, and a lot of people will go, they'll boast about it. A lot of older people go, we've been married, years. We've been happy for one.
But I say sometimes they just go through the motions.
That's what I'm saying. So, and then this is where it gets dark, because it's like, well, actually, is there such thing as a long-lasting, fully happy relationship?
Well, I should imagine there is, but it all depends how you work at it.
Yeah.
You got to.
I'll answer that question.
You got to be. You got to. Yeah. Keep it going.
Yeah, I just think dating nowadays is like everything. It's just completely different, isn't it?
Oh, completely different. Because you got to be careful what you say. Because some girls, it's vice versa. Some girls go up and chat to guys. It's just got to be. Some girls get upset about. I mean, some of the chat up lines years ago you wouldn't be able to use these days because people get upset, don't they?
Because obviously you're now on a podcast that has X amount of episodes. You're now eligible for Celebrities Go Dating. So I've put you forward.
Oh yeah. If the dating is,
it's a lot of pressure nowadays. A lot of questions, a lot of things to find.
And I don't know if these dating apps are helping because because sometimes you'll see a photograph when you go and meet the person, not the same person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And plus you don't know what sort of, if it's a nutcase or nut job or do.
There we go. Good luck, Gen Z. We'll end it well and all that.
Yeah, but then again, they're all on their phones anyway, so they mostly won't want to have a relationship. Have a relationship with their phones.
Yeah. But we know someone in the family who's Gen Z and they are in a good relationship and they are pregnant and they are moving house.
Yes,
and it does work.
It does work, of course. But of course it'll work if you put the effort in and all that. And
I'm saying there's no secret, is it?
No, there's no secret. You just got to try and work it and keep, have a laughter.
Just ask all the right questions. Do a background check. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when you go around their house, just check the bathroom cabinet.
Well, it's like someone said to me once, "Why does your granddad keep saying my darling to your nan?"
Yeah.
I said, well, he forgot her name 10 years ago and he didn't want to ask.
Well, you've just set yourself up for the next section. Let's carry on the laughter with a little bit of this.
Get ready to laugh. It's now time for the bleeding dad joke.
It's my favourite part of the podcast. This is my favourite part of the podcast because I was doing really well last week.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm on the roll. Okay. So rather than play it safe though, like the conversations and the subjects, I've gone 50-50. So I've gone nice, funny joke, pushed it a little bit further.
Yeah, sick joke.
I went first last week, okay?
Yeah,
so if you just joined us and you don't know what's going on, this is the bleeding dad joke. Yeah. We both go head to head, 2 jokes each, and generally we try and find out who's the funniest one, but no one lets us know. Joke number 1.
Right. So on my way here today, I saw this bloke, he's pushing a wheelbarrow, and in the wheelbarrow, it's full of horseshoes.
Horseshoes,
yeah. Rabbit's foot, 4-leaf clovers.
Yeah.
I thought he's pushing his luck.
Very good. Why did the Scarecrow win an award?
I don't know why did the Scarecrow win an award.
Because he was outstanding in his field.
Dear, oh dear.
That's good, isn't it?
It's very good.
Right.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Joke 2.
Yeah, so it's only the other day, right?
Right.
I learnt the difference between an alligator and a crocodile.
Right.
Yeah, one was see you later, and the other in a bar.
Just like to put out a formal apology to anyone who's wasted their
See you later, alligator.
time,
Way to work.
their time on this planet listening to this. We're going to end it on a high, though.
Go on then.
It's a script.
Okay.
I was drinking a martini when the waitress shouted, "Does anyone here know CPR?" I yelled, "I know the entire alphabet." We all laughed and laughed. Well, except one person. Do you understand that?
Yes.
He died.
He died. Yes.
There we go. That was good, though.
It was good,
I've not
yeah.
heard those before. Well, that's it. Episode 17 has come
done and
to an
dusted.
end. I want to say thank you for listening to Cockney and Son. If you've enjoyed today's episode, make sure you follow, subscribe, leave us a review, whatever you're listening on. And if you've got a question, dilemma, or topic you'd like Dad, to tackle in future episodes, get in touch. DM us on the Cockney and Son Instagram, or you can email it in to lewis@twodadsinlondon.com. I'm not going to pay for a Cockney and Son email address. And we'll see you next time.
Yes.
See you later. Cheers.
Mine, how you go?
See you later, alligator. Or is it a crocodile? That's it for this week's Cockney and Son. If you had a laugh, hit follow or subscribe, whatever button's in front of you. Leave us a review if you're feeling fancy, and don't forget to share it with someone who loves a bit of a moan. We're on Instagram and TikTok at Cockney and Son, so come say hello. Thanks again if you've made it this far, and until next time, cheers from the old man and the not so young one.